Hello everyone, it's Terry back again with another episode. Today we're going to do something fun. I don't know what's going to happen with the experiment, but we're going to test water. I've heard stories that different hardness in waters would affect your cooking. And I think it goes like soft water is great to extract flavors from your ingredients. Hard water it's help to soften your ingredients. For example, if you're going to cook a stew, you might want to use hot water. On top of that, there's also difference in flavor. And you can see we're going to test 6 different waters today. Quick intro about each water from the hardest to the softest. Firstly, hardness of water primarily it's determined by calcium and magnesium in the water. So Buxton, local from Manchester, only about 50 minutes drive, has 64 milligrams of calcium and magnesium combined per liter. Aqua Carpatica, Romania. Yes, it's Romanian water. Okay, and that has calcium and magnesium combined to be 58.8 milligrams per liter. Next one, Highland Spring from Scotland. Calcium and magnesium level is 50.6. We have tap water, that's why it's in the jug. 11.62, so we've gone a whole step down. Voss, this is from Norway. Calcium and magnesium content is about 3 milligrams per liter. Lastly, we have that shouldn't happen, that pure distilled water, so that has nothing in there except the molecule H2O in there. So I don't know what's going to happen. We're going to do 2 experiments. One, we'll use all this water to make some tea, and then we are going to do some Daikon muli or Chinese white radish. I'm going to put in the same amount of water, and each of these have all been measured out to be 25 grams, and they'll all be cooked in the same pot together, but at a much higher temperature, like 80-90 degrees. Right, without further ado, let's get crack on and play. Right, okay. So let me just make the package for the Daikon. Safe than sorry. Each of these tea has 3 grams of shencha, and I'm going to put in the same amount of water for each one of them and then boil them up. Okay, use 250 milliliters. Right, okay, that's everything set up. Daikon is cooking, teas are made. Let's taste some tea. So, if the theory is correct, the ones with most mineral content will brew the weakest tea because it extracts less. Its ability to extract things out of the tea leaves is lower because it's got more things in the water already. I don't know. Anyone who knows the details of this, or could be the other way around, comment below. But now let's try some tea to see if I can taste any difference. This is the Buxton water. That's been brewed for 5 minutes only, all of them timed. You can get some tea flavor out of it, but yeah, very subdued. It's quite subtle. Don't get a lot. Just looking at the color, I can't tell much difference. So let's do it comparatively. Going for the next one. Oh wow. No way. Let me go back to it again. Definitely detectable difference between the two cups. Just the first two is already different, and that is 74 milligrams compared to 58 milligrams. Okay. Next one, it's only 50, so it's only 8 milligrams difference. Very small difference. We'll see. You can definitely tell the difference. Now, further down, tap water. Let's see. Yeah, that kind of tea bitterness / sweetness starts coming through. And you know, when you drink good tea, supposedly that after you swallow the tea, it should still have a long tail of flavor, and it's almost like the bitterness will slowly, gradually turn into sweetness just at the back of your tongue, and then sort of work its way back forward, and then you just turn, your mouth should just fill with the fragrance of the tea. That's starting to get that. I'm very, very surprised. Then we move on to the Voss. Okay, the two between tap water and Voss, what? Similar, very similar. Maybe the Voss just a little bit more vibrant with the tea. Right, let's try the last one, made with pure distilled water. Supposedly nothing in there, so it should extract flavor very, very efficiently and very fast. Yeah, now I'm just going to go from one extreme to the other to see how different they are. Very, very different. This one, it feels like there's some like kind of a cloth just masking all the flavors, and it's a bit murky. And with this end of the tea, you get more of that tea bitterness, the fragrance coming through, and it starts to become a little bit more floral. I don't assume any of this tea adds flavor, any of the water adds flavor to the tea, but I think it just helps to make the tea just more, showing off more characters. If you're interested in this, try yourself at home. You can get any water and just focus on the mineral content, and I think some coffee or maybe tea enthusiasts, they even do water hacking. So you get one of this, has nothing in there, you buy your minerals in, and you get the exact amount of the mineral you want in your water to suit the coffee or the tea you want to make. That's not what I'm going to do. I'm just curious to see if the extraction does change across different hardness of water. Next one, we are going to test the theory that different hardness of water will affect cooking of your ingredients. It's not a properly set up experiment. It's not fair. I'll get disappointed by my statistics teacher for the experimental design, but let's ignore that. We are just going to do some pretty holistic experiment. We have 6 waters, 6 cuts of Daikon, and I'm boiling them in a plastic bag. Yeah, and we'll see, a few more minutes time, we'll take them out to see whether there's different flavor or different texture in the water or the soup, as well as the ingredients itself. Firstly, I'm going to try the soup. Using the same theory as before, we will expect that has the lowest extraction, or so it should have least flavor in the soup compared to that one. So start from there. Definitely, it's not just water anymore. I can taste some of that vegetable taste, Daikon taste. Next one, number 2, and I think that is the aqua carpatica or something. Again, you still get that small hint of vegetable in there. Yeah, I can't tell the difference. It's a little bit sweeter, just a fraction. I don't know if that's my imagination or my confirmation bias picking out the flavors in my mind. We'll see. I know there's a big step down in terms of mineral content, and that is the tap water, which is around 11 milligram per liter. That was like 50 or something. So I'm hoping if there's any difference to be made, it will happen here. Yes, very different kind of flavor profile. It's not much more intensive because there's only vegetable, one piece. 250 milliliters of water versus 24, 25 grams of Daikon. So you're not going to get huge amount of flavor, but definitely different. That's starting to get a little bit sweeter. Okay, that's the Voss water, which is only around 3 milligrams of calcium and magnesium. Different flavor profile. Well, quite similar between the tap water and the Voss. Let me try the extreme one. Definitely, you can taste the difference. This end is just more vibrant. Okay, this is the pure water. Yeah. It's very exciting. That's very exciting. I mean, theoretically, I've heard about it, and theoretically, I have tested it, but I only tested it in tea before, never tried it like a soup like this. Okay, so the extraction, I think it definitely checks out. It makes a difference. It's not better, not worse. It's just different. They do have different level of extraction. Let's try the effect on the ingredients. So what I heard is some restaurant they will actually have 2 taps. One is soft water taps, one is hard water taps. Depending on what they are making, they will use different water. I've never seen one in any kitchen before, but I heard about it. If you know someone who has that, comment below. Have you ever noticed any difference between your water? Let me know. But let's try some vegetable. So in theory, that I'm expecting to be the softest, and that I'm expected to be harder. Let's try. Chopsticks goes in fine. Quite soft. The vegetable is quite sweet. Because we're not tasting the stock, so I'm not going to taste the middle bit. I'm just going to go to the extreme, just compare the 2 extremes to see if the physical property has changed. Oh. Oh wow. Genuinely. Wait. I just want to check again. That vegetable, that Daikon, is a lot sweeter. There's a possibility, because I'm using one root and I just trim it down, maybe different parts of that vegetable has variation within. Okay, this experiment cannot account for that. But I try to cut them as equally as possible. Same weight, plus minus 1 gram, around 25 grams. But that is sweet compared to that one. It's just really washed out. I'm amazed. And oh, texture. Okay, to be fair, That one side, I still got a little bit of crunch. I bite into it and it literally snapped. So that's still quite hard. But then when I tried the other side of that piece, it got a little bit softer. That piece there though, it's more consistent all the way, soft. It didn't have that snap texture as if the vegetable is not cooked through properly yet. So yeah, I'm willing to believe, and I'm ready to be convinced otherwise, but I'm ready to believe that the water does have an effect on your ingredient, and just based on that, I will pick my water very carefully depending on what I cook. If I'm cooking soup, then I'll use water with minimum mineral content. If I'm cooking stew, something that I want to enjoy the ingredients, not enjoy the drinking part of it, I'm going to use hard water, higher mineral content, just somehow brings more flavor, or maybe it just maintains and keeps more flavor within the ingredient. Clearly this is not a comprehensive experiment, but I think it gives me something to go on, and maybe I'll try a few more things in the future, not on the video, when I'm in my cookings, and I'll come back with more. Do you have similar experience? Please share your experience with me or with everyone below. If you like the content today, like, subscribe, you know the usual things. See you next time.